most comedians come actors make it to the big time, they buy themselves a big-time car. Rowan Atkinson, for instance, bought himself a McLaren F1. Steve Coogan got a Ferrari 355. Norman Wisdom, well, forget that one. Anyway, our guest tonight, when he made it to the big time, he bought one of these. Are we ready? Right, here we go. Look at that. It is a Vauxhall Cavalier convertible. Plainly, this guy was devoted to making people laugh, even when he was on his way to the supermarket. Shall we meet him? Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Enfield. What in God's name possessed you to buy one of those?
It's absolutely lovely car, very reliable motor, the Cavalier. But I did feel like a bit of a, you know, because I'd sort of become slightly famous, and you find yourself, it's the only convertible I've had go up to the lights in the middle of London, because I've always lived in London. You're sort of in the lights, and you've got the roof down, and people crossing the road in front of you, and they look in, they see you, isn't that loads of money? And you're just stuck there because the light's red.
Oh, look. Here, there's a magazine, the convertible correspondence for the Vauxhall Cavalier Convertible Owners Club.
Great.
I know, you appeared in this, and this is my favourite bit, under famous owners. An occasional feature. They haven't been able to find anyone since who's got one, and you said it was better than a BMW.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, I think it is. It's better than a BMW. What fine head. Yes.
Which bit of it did you think was better than a BMW?
Well, I thought the price was better than a BMW.
Fair point.
Probably.
Interestingly, when you decided that it was time to part with the Vauxhall Cavalier convertible, you were getting even more famous at the time. You went backwards and bought a Rover 200.
Yes, I did.
Again, what in God's name possessed you to do that?
Because most work in our industry is done in Soho, and there was a shop in Soho that sold Rovers. So I went in there and bought the Rover.
Forgive me, Soho, it's close to Park Lane, on which, from memory, there's Aston Martin, Jaguar, BMW, Lexus, McLaren, and so on, and so forth.
Right.
You could have gone to any one of those shops, not to the Rover one, and bought a Rover 200, which was...
But the Rover was in Soho, and they're about half a mile away, and, you know, then...
So is this why you swapped the Rover for a Metro?
Yeah, same way.
When you were going around to see Rowan Atkinson or whoever at the time, in your Cavalier or your Metro or your Rover, did they say, Harry, and take you on one side, maybe try to give you some advice?
No, they're very, in fact, it did actually happen once, and I never talk about sort of saying, but I do have a abiding memory in my head of driving around to Rowan's house. This sounds very showbizy, but it's the only time it's ever happened. And Robbie Coltrane was there, and Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie, and they all had nice cars. And I arrived in my Cavalier. And they were all outside. It was a nice day, and they were all talking about each other's cars. And they looked at me, and I looked at them. And no one ever mentioned it. Just no one ever mentioned it.
There's nothing you
No one ever mentioned the car. None of them, ever.
Anyway, what have you got now?
Now we've got a Mercedes estate. Yes.
Very
nice. It's very small,
and
it's too small. And my wife's got a Mini. Very good.
Have you seen this?
Yes, I want that car. It's called a Volvo.
I want that car.
It's got 7 seats and...
Oh, there's a picture of it on the screen.
That's a Volvo, because I'm not allowed to drive, because my wife likes to drive. So I have to sit in the other thing, and at the moment I sit in a car like this with an airbag here. This one, it looks very big. I either want this or the BMW one, which we tried out. It's fantastic.
No, you don't.
It's great. It's fantastic.
I assure you don't.
It's the ideal car for my wife to drive, because she's got blonde hair and we live in Notting Hill, and that's the car that people drive.
You're not just here to chat today.
Aren't I?
No, because earlier today we had you doing some work.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. You see, the thing is, every week we are going to run an item called a star in a reasonably priced car. We got the star, obviously. What we then needed was a reasonably priced car. Now, we talked to Hyundai, they said no. We talked to Nissan, they said no. We talked to Daewoo, they said no. Then we talked to Suzuki, and they said sure. Have a Liana. £9,995 on the road. In fact, it's over there. There it is. And what a beauty it is. The most beautiful car I've ever seen. And what in the world, absolutely. And the idea is that every week our star will take that round our test track, see how fast he or she can do it, and then we'll post that time on a board, and at the end of the series we'll be able to name Britain's fastest celebrity. Trouble is, of course, we weren't going to let you go out first of all. I had to try it with the other guys, and this is what happened.
Into speed, we're doing 27 before we make
34 miles an hour. Look at this, it's going well. I once drove a super tanker that was a bit like this.
Really? Similar sort
We're going off, we're going off, we're off the track.
Have a bit of track with us there, which is a paint job.
Anyway, we got the tracking fixed, and the gearbox, and I posted a time, even with Big Jason in the back, of 1 minute 50 seconds. Now, we're currently cutting your lap in the edit suite. We'll be showing it later. How fast do you think you might have done it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
But it was very fast.
Was it? Right,
Yeah.
I can't remember what comes next. Oh, I know. We're going to see if we can get that car to go through a speed camera. We're going to try and beat a speed camera.
So do you want me to stay here or go?
No, have a seat, roll your sleeves up.
Great.
Would you like a drink?
Yeah.
Chill.